We traded our North Carolina mountain home for the Florida Keys this January, and honestly, it was exactly the break from the cold that we needed. The trip down started with a freezing stop about halfway there, but once we hit the islands, it was pure magic this year. There's just something special about the Keys in the winter. But all good trips eventually come to an end. Today we're packed up and tracking back north and west. We've got a stop planned at Midway before we settle into our next Florida State Park stay. To be honest, we were both feeling pretty down about leaving paradise behind until Maggie reminded us.
Oh, it was a great trip, wasn't it? It was a great trip. Oh, thank you so much. That's something you see every day. Those guys that keep the electricity going. Yep, that's a job right there. I guess that's the easiest way to get to the top of it is to just drop in with a helicopter. But all I got to say is this: I hope they make really good money, that kind of money that you can buy you a boat with, because that looks like a dangerous thing to do right there, both for the helicopter pilot and for the guy dangling below the helicopter. We're creatures of habit. We find some place we like, and usually it's because a viewer or subscriber has told us we should do that the next time we're here. But this is on the way to the Everglades National Park. Robert is here, one of the most famous fruit stands that we know of. I mean, it's just such a cool place, but we're planning to stop here, try to find a place to park that's safe. Parking's not always the safest here, so just keep that in mind when you're pulling in. Try to find a place that we can go through their fence.
Robert is here, fruit stand and farm. Proceed to the route.
I love my wife. This is a place I just got through saying you have to be careful. You can't leave things laying out. You have to watch where, things can get stolen. It's better than it used to be from what I understand. There's a lot of cameras, and at least you'll be able to tell who it was that took your stuff. She said, I left my phone. So I walked all the way back over here to get her phone so it wouldn't be out in the open, because she said it's out in the open here. I thought, I'll go get it. Got all the way over here, couldn't find it. Called her, expecting her to answer on her watch and tell me where she had stuck the phone. She said, it's in my purse. She looked at her purse whenever she told me to go get her phone, so I'm getting my steps in here. That's okay. We're meeting subscribers here for lunch too that we've been talking to for a long time. It's a boat, and we tried to meet them a couple years ago when we had our Echo, and they were going to take us out on the Everglades in an airboat, but the Echo, as usual, was screwing up, and we couldn't leave Maggie in it because we couldn't keep the air conditioning running. So we're at least meeting her for lunch today. Trying to get me to get my steps in.
go somewhere different.
Midway between what?
Turn left, then take the first right.
Site number 8 is paved. So try to help him back in. Stop. So here's our site at Midway Campground, site number 8. We're not even going to unhook the truck tonight. We're just staying here one night. But
We're going to sit out and have a good time.
that's right. Relax for a minute.
That's what it's all about when you're old. Relax.
So there's not a lot to do here at Midway Campground. I want to show you what Owen's doing. Pretty crazy.
Got to be doing something.
Yeah, he always has to be doing something. He's wiping down.
Waterless wax and washing wax.
I don't know if you should do that with the sun shining on it like
Oh,
that.
it's not really wax. It's not really going to. It won't dry at all.
Because it looks kind of streaked.
It'll dry. Well, that looks a lot better. And we found an issue with the RV. It's made so you can take these little bolts off and this will swing and you can clean behind that. But this one, it's loose. See that one's loose. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put a bolt in there and tighten that to that.
I'm sure you could do some research and figure out how to fix that if you don't mind. I'm sure somebody's got a YouTube about it.
Maybe. If I could just get online out here in the middle of nowhere. Looking right up at the northern sky. He looks great. By the way, people ask us too about our dishing, and we have a Gen 3, but it gets scratched up when you travel as much as we do. We've started putting stickers on there. There's our sticker. There's our buddy Mike Cole's sticker. He's got a really cool channel. And there's a good one. Don't be a prick. Rome Mountain State Park, one of our favorite places. Moab, that's a cool place. That's some good tasting stuff there. Focus, you little joker. Midwest Bacon Jam, we really recommend that. Arches, like Moab, not so much Arches. There's Maggie's other sticker. It might be the best one though. That's something to live your life by. Right there.
Maggie said, time to go for a walk.
Is it Maggie? Let's go. Got to be careful of that one alligator they have here, they said. So we need to be careful of that. I do know it's been a couple of years since we've been here. The last time we were here, and they were bush hogging all this around the edge of the pond then. And I know there was more than one alligator here then. They went running every time that little bush hog got close to where they were. So maybe there's just one now. That's okay with me. Never ceases to amaze me. They've got to put a sign up beside of the alligator sign that says no swimming. You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah.
Sometime in the past, some nut has said, alligators, I'm going to swim with alligators. And they've just jumped right in and they're swimming. And the alligators just said, you look like you'd taste good. I miss James Gregory. As you get older, the people you love that are older than you,
Get out of the road.
Dadgummit, they start passing away. Sometimes it's because you're stupid. You stand out in the middle of the road talking to the camera. Wonder where that goes. Just walk around. We may figure that out tomorrow. No hunting. We weren't planning on hunting today anyway. So if you don't know, Midway's in the Everglades National Park, right on the boundaries of that, and right on the Tamiami Trail, and it's kind of halfway in between Miami and the other town here. So I guess that's where it got its name, Midway.
Halfway between
I don't, whatever the next town is. It's not Tampa because it's a lot further to Tampa. And I'm not really sure if that's really how it got its name, but that's just really, it's good information, but maybe not accurate information. There are some dragonflies here flying around. And you know where dragonflies get, never mind, I'm not gonna tell you that. Lynn said I needed to correct that and say that we picked staying at Midway because of two things. It's about halfway between where we were and where we're going next, which is Miyaka River. And the second reason is they had an opening. Those two things mean that's why we picked it here. But if you're from our neck of the woods in North Carolina, then you remember PB Scott's. It was a bar that was up in Blowing Rock in the Boone area, and they had a slogan back in the days when people would play there. You'd love to go see. They would say they're conveniently located between New York and Miami, halfway. And it really was about halfway. This one's called Midway though, so I don't know where that came from, but anyway, got to catch up. Last time we were here, we were in one of these sites over here, weren't we? I remember that, but I bet Lynn doesn't remember that. Do you remember that?
Talking to me?
Yeah, last time we were here, do you remember we were over in one of these sites over here? We were in the Rebel.
Were we?
So we haven't been here since the Rebel days.
There's not a lot to do here.
Well, yeah, and we couldn't trust the Echo to be out here this far away from civilization. That's pretty much it right there. I don't know.
Pinch your butt.
Don't. Go ahead. Ooh. Ooh. Something bit me. Having a good time yet? You know what Dusty Slay says? We're having a good time. So first of all, thank you to Gary and Donna, subscribers that we met today at Robert Is Here. They bought us milkshakes and these Cuban sandwiches that we're going to eat tonight for dinner.
Thanks so much.
We appreciate it.
They're good.
Yeah. How do you know, buddy? After the milkshake today, we didn't feel like we could eat a sandwich. But, so on a Cuban sandwich, if you don't know, there's ham and smoked pork, and they use just mustard and then slices of pickle.
And provolone cheese. And Cuban bread.
And Cuban bread, pressed flat. Oh, there goes the pup dog.
There's not much left in those chips.
Yeah.
It's good. No, ma'am.
Boinka boinka.
Sandwich is bigger than your sandwich.
My other half is bigger than my first half. I don't know how they can make sense if they're half. It should be exactly the same.
Just take a whole sandwich and cut it.
Cut it. Beautiful sunset to watch tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know better
You know.
better than this one, right? Yep, I do.
So we found this trail yesterday as we were walking, but it was a little late and we didn't know about walking out here. So we're going to try to take Maggie on her walk this morning and see where this trail goes.
May get boogery in a hurry.
Maybe. Since we know there's an alligator around, it is a little scary, but
Especially for you. You've been more afraid of alligators recently.
after the
Miyaka River
Yeah.
incidents. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to tell you guys about that one of these days.
well,
What's the best campsite in the world?
it didn't.
We thought this thing was a trail, but it's actually one of the best campsites I think we've found in a long time. If you could hike into it, here, I'm going to take you with me here. This is what we saw when we came up here. Well, okay, this is a cool trail right here. It's
I don't
not
think it
trail
is.
at
It's
all.
a campsite, isn't it?
Just a campsite up here in the middle of the
Yeah, we're not
watered
going in
area
there, baby.
here, up in the middle of the woods.
This is awesome back here.
Yeah. Look at that. I guess the alligator's got his own campsite.
There is a trail back here, but I think I've got shorts on it. I don't think I want to go in there.
Aha.
You can go back there and see what's back
There
there.
are shorts on too. I'm not going back there. Wasn't what you thought it was going to be, was it?
No, it's not. It didn't last very long. But, you know, it took us off of the hard pavement. So.
Yeah. There's not a lot of, there's a little lake pond thing in the middle of this national park campground or National Forest Service. I don't know what, National Park Service campground. But it's an awesome little campground, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful. It's very well maintained. Nice picnic tables, paved sites.
And there's, you can walk on, the road goes around, and it is one way. We saw somebody going the wrong way this morning, but it's one way. And all the campsites are on the outside of the loop, and on the inside of the loop, there are picnic tables and other things like that there. But you're not supposed to have dogs on the inside.
left side.
If you're going the right way around the road, on the left side of the road, if you're here and you have dogs like that.
Because there is one alligator, they said. So beware.
I bet there's more than one. I don't know of a solo alligator who just likes to hang out by himself,
But this is a good campground to kind of stop like halfway.
But that's why it's called Midway.
Might be.
I don't know. We don't really know why it's called Midway, but when we're going from the Keys, and if we're going to do what we're doing this time, which is going around to the west coast of Florida and going up the Gulf Coast, then this is a good place to stop. And sometimes we do Collier Seminole. You don't particularly like Collier Seminole that much because it can be pretty buggy, and that's not one of our favorites. But this one, it really is. And if what we'll do sometimes, we'll book it and get a night. And if you had to cancel with the National Park Service, they don't even charge you a fee to cancel as long as you do it a couple days ahead of time. So it's a really good thing to get on the calendar and do that.
Right.
So,
but you only have electricity at your site, so you don't have any water. And there is a place to dump, and there's one bathroom with no showers.
and there's a hose with potable water if you want to go over there and fill up and come back.
Yeah.
We had 25% of water when we got here, but it's been a good stop. It served its purpose. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mama, take me home, country road.